Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, predicting the game between the Niners and the Packers happening this Sunday at Levi Stadium. NFC title game right here. One more game to the Super Bowl. Who is going to win it all? Should be an interesting matchup, I would say. A lot of you guys are already writing off the Packers, but for me, I don't want to do that just because the fact, one, we got to stay humble. We don't want to be crazy like Viking fans. Two, this is any given Sunday. I don't want to take too much from the last regular season game. Brand new week. That's how I'm going to be taking a look at this game. Going to get this video started. Should be a fun one. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Let's just get this started. But before I do, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Let's just get this started. 49ers versus Packers prediction, NFC title game. Okay, so prediction. Who am I going to pick to win this game? Before I do, want to do a quick tale of the tape in each team and what they did last week in the divisional round. First off, let's talk about the 49ers. They absolutely dominated the Minnesota Vikings 27-10. Crazy game for the 49ers. They did a really good job defensively. They absolutely dominated the line of scrimmages on both sides of the ball, and that's the key ingredient for the rest of the way for the playoffs. Dee Ford, Kwon, Jaquiski, Tartt made their returns. It was a pretty big difference maker because they had a ton of energy. They looked like they were having a lot of fun. What else can you say about their defense? One thing that I got a lot of criticism for last week was definitely the running back position. When I did my edge videos, I picked the 49ers running backs over Dalvin Cook. Minnesota fans just went crazy on me. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Final results will speak for themselves. Tevin Coleman had a lot of yards, I think 2 touchdowns, versus Dalvin Cook, 2 yards of carries. That's all I can say about the Minnesota Vikings and their fan base. Whatever. Packer fans, if you're watching this, please, let's have a good conversation. Let's not go crazy like Viking fans because they took my video a little too seriously. Anyways, great win for the 49ers, and they're at home in the NFC Championship game. Let's talk about the Packers now. They won their game against Seattle in Green Bay. Great victory for them. The star of the show, in my opinion, was definitely Davante Adams. He had a great showing against Seattle. Defensively, they were really good against Russell Wilson. I think they had 4 or 5 sacks total as a team. The Smith brothers, Darius and Preston Smith, they had 4 sacked together, so that's really impressive as well. In this game against the 49ers, they're going to have to make a lot of adjustments from their last meeting that they played on Sunday Night Football. And speaking of that game, the 49ers and Packers, when they met up week 12 on Sunday Night Football, and the Niners just absolutely dominated. Pretty similar situation to the Vikings. They dominated both lines of scrimmages. I don't know what else to say, but Darius Smith, he did have a good game against the 49ers. He did pressure Jimmy G quite a bit in that game. But other than that, defensively for the 49ers, they just absolutely got Aaron Rodgers, and he couldn't do anything all day. Aaron Jones couldn't get anything going either. Got to repeat that formula if they want to win the championship this Sunday. That out of the way, I want to talk about some matchups that I believe are very important for the 49ers in order to win this game. For me personally, as I said in this whole video, the theme of this video is the defensive line, the offensive line, the lines of scrimmages. If you could dominate both sides of the ball, which they have been in this divisional round last week, then I believe that they can win this game pretty easily. I don't want to underestimate the Packers. Brand new week. You can't underestimate anyway, but at the same time, the 49ers, I mean, the way that they're playing, the way that they're just absolutely getting to you on both sides of the ball like that, I think it's a really good thing for the 49ers to do that. Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, Dee Ford, those guys, you guys know pretty much all the players on that defensive line that you can just get at you quickly, and they only need 4 rushers in order to get sacks against you. They don't need a blitz too often. That's the one thing I love about this defense. Kwon Alexander's return, I think that's a really big beneficial thing that they saw against the Vikings. He had all the energy. You know, Dre Greenlaw was the man really for the linebacking core, but at the same time, I mean, to have that energy man come back, very big difference. It's just a different feel when he's on the field. Jaquiski, Tartt, big difference as well. Emmanuel Mosley, I'm assuming he's going to start the cornerback position opposite to Richard Sherman. I do not want to start with a spoon because it did not look good at all when he was playing the Vikings in the first series. Stephon Diggs was able to get that touchdown. He was benched, and Emmanuel Mosley came in. Was never the same for the Vikings ever again. Defensively, I'm not really too concerned about that for the 49ers. They do have to face Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones, but I believe the way that they've been playing all year long and having everybody back fully healthy on that side of the ball, I'm not super concerned at all. The one thing I am concerned is definitely the offense. Jimmy G cannot turn the ball over. That is a big concern. I know he throws interceptions and he can make great games after that, but at the same time, you do not want to throw interceptions or fumbling the ball at the wrong time near like the fourth quarter and what have you. He hasn't been doing that in any games, but at the same time, to just turn the ball over, it just yearns me for some weird reason. But defensively, they always make a comeback. They always hold teams mostly to field goals, and that's a good thing about having a great defense. Jimmy G, if you're watching this, please don't turn the ball over. Since we're Niner fans, we're supposed to be expecting one pretty much every single game from him because he's a gunslinger like that. Kind of like Brett Favre. Funny, right? But anyways, offensively, got to use your weapons correctly. Running backs, Raheem Mostert, Tevin Coleman, got to run with them. Matt Breida is probably in the doghouse right now, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be Coleman, but Breida not looking good for him. He had 2 fumbles in the past couple of games now, and it's not looking good at all. So hopefully hopefully he can cut down on those fumbles as well. Wide receiving core, George Kittle, man. What else can you say about them? They're really dynamic. They're great and got to use number 85 pretty effectively. In the last meeting against the Packers on Sunday Night Football, they were able to use Kittle very effectively. That's who I expect to be dominant all game long is George Kittle. That out of the way, talking about offensive line, defensive lines, talking about the last meeting between the Niners and Packers. Oh, for the Packers, definitely, you better make some adjustments for this game. You better have a way to stop the 49ers defensive line and stop their offensive line as well. If you don't, then you will get blown out quickly by the 49ers if you do not do that. So Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers, hopefully they are looking for adjustments in this game. Hopefully Mike Pettin is definitely looking for adjustments for his defense in order to stop George Kittle and the weapons that we have on offense in that offensive line. That's my news for the Packers. Anyways, if I had to pick a team who's going to win this game, I'm definitely going to be picking the 49ers to win this game. And yeah, I really am picking the 49ers to win this game. I don't want this to be a blow. I want this to be a good game. I want this to be as competitive as possible, but hopefully the Niners, they can dominate both lines of scrimmages. I believe in our offense and defense, definitely. This is a special team in my opinion. Hopefully they can make it home and go to the Super Bowl the following week against the Kansas City Chiefs or Tennessee Titans. Don't know yet. I'm picking the Niners to win this game. Love my defense. Love my offense. I think Jimmy G's going to do all right in this game. What else can you say, right? So if I had to pick a final score for me, I would pick San Francisco to win this game about maybe 28, Green Bay 17, just because of our defense. That's really the big reason why I have a pretty big margin of victory for this, but anything can happen in football. Hopefully the Packers don't upset us, and we'll see what happens then. So yep, that's it guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I'm going to be signing off right now. Please let me know who you guys got for the Super Bowl appearance in the following weeks. I'd like to hear what you guys say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow or Thursday. Don't know yet, but I'll see y'all this week. Love y'all. Bye guys. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.